I'm 79 years old, and there's something I've been carrying for a long time that doesn't feel any lighter now than it did back then. If anything, it's heavier, because now I know there isn't enough time left to set it down properly. I live alone now. The house is quiet in a way that doesn't feel peaceful, just empty. The kind of quiet where you start noticing small things, like how the clock sounds louder at night, or how your footsteps echo a little more than they used to. I didn't notice those things before. There was always noise. Life was loud once. I'm not telling you this because I expect anything from you. At my age, you stop expecting things to change. I think I'm saying it because it's still sitting in me, and I don't want to carry it all the way to the end without at least putting it into words. Maybe someone else will hear it in time. When I was younger, late 20s, early 30s, I thought I was doing everything right. I had a steady job, not glamorous, but stable. I worked in an office, long hours, paperwork stacked in front of me, the kind of job where you measure your worth by how tired you are at the end of the day. I believed in that, still do in a way. Work meant responsibility. Responsibility meant you were a good man. I got married at 31. Her name was Mira. She had a quiet way about her, but she laughed easily. That's the thing I remember most now, her laugh. It filled a room without being loud. It just stayed with you. In the beginning, we didn't have much. Small apartment, secondhand furniture, curtains she insisted on picking herself. I didn't understand why it mattered so much to her, those small details. But she cared. She made that place feel like something more than walls. I told myself I would build something bigger for us. That's where it starts, I think. Not with a mistake, with a promise. I started taking on extra work, overtime, weekend shifts, anything that came my way. It wasn't forced on me. I chose it. I thought I was choosing her, choosing us. She didn't complain at first. If anything, she supported me, packed my lunch, stayed up late if I came home late, asked about my day. I didn't always answer properly. I'd say it was fine, or same as usual, and that was enough for me. I didn't realize she was asking for more than information. She was asking for me. We had a son a few years later. I remember holding him for the first time. I remember thinking very clearly, I need to work harder now. That was my first instinct. Not to slow down, not to be there, to work more. It sounds strange when I say it now, but at the time it felt right. It felt responsible. Those years passed quickly, faster than I noticed while I was living them. I missed small things first. A school event here, a parent meeting there. Mira would say, "It's okay, I'll go." And I would nod, relieved that I didn't have to rearrange anything. I told myself it didn't matter. There would be other events. There were always other events until there aren't. My son, Arjun, used to wait up for me sometimes. I'd come home late, loosen my tie, and find him sitting on the sofa, half asleep. Mira would say, "He wanted to see you." I'd sit next to him, pat his head, ask a quick question or two. "How was school?" He'd say, "Good." And that would be it. I thought that counted. I thought showing up for 5 minutes was enough because I had spent the whole day working for him. That's how I justified it. There were dinners I missed, conversations I postponed, weekends that slipped away because I was too tired to go out with them. I remember saying that a lot. Maybe next week. Let's do it another time. I didn't realize how dangerous those words were. Another time. Next week. Time doesn't stack up the way you think it will. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. Mira changed slowly, not in a dramatic way. That's the thing people don't tell you. Relationships don't usually break with a loud sound. They wear down quietly, like fabric. She stopped asking me about my day, stopped waiting up as often. She filled her time with other things, Neighbors, small gatherings, things I didn't pay much attention to. I told myself it was good. She wasn't lonely. I didn't have to worry. But I never asked her if she was actually okay. I assumed. Assuming is easy when you're busy. Arjun grew up the same way, quietly, without me noticing the details. One day he was small enough to wait on the sofa, and then suddenly he wasn't there anymore when I came home. He had his own room, his own schedule, his own life. I told myself that's normal. Kids grow up. They become independent. I didn't see the part where he learned not to need me. There's a difference. Years passed like that. Work got better. Promotions came. The salary increased. We moved into a bigger house, the kind of house I used to promise Mira in the early days. By then, she didn't seem as excited about it anymore. I remember showing her around the new place. "Look, it's bigger, better, we did it." She smiled, but it wasn't the same smile. I noticed it, but I didn't stay with the feeling long enough to understand it. There was always something else to do, always another goal. The turning point didn't feel like a turning point when it happened. It was a regular day. I came home earlier than usual. I don't even remember why. Some meeting got canceled, I think. The house was quiet again, but this time it was different. Mira was sitting alone in the living room. No TV, no music, just sitting there. I asked, "What's wrong?" She took a moment before answering, and then she said something very simple. "I don't think you live here anymore." Not angry, not loud, just tired. I remember feeling confused, defensive even. I said something like, "What do you mean? I'm doing all this for us." She didn't argue. She just nodded slowly and said, "I know." That was it. That should have been the moment I stopped, really stopped. But I didn't. I adjusted for a while, came home a bit earlier, tried to sit with her more. It felt unfamiliar, like I didn't quite know how to be there without checking the time in my head. Old habits don't break easily, and eventually I slipped back into the same rhythm because it was comfortable, because it made sense to me, because I thought there was still time to fix everything properly later. There it is again, that word, later. The real turning point came years after that. Mira fell ill. Nothing sudden, nothing dramatic at first, just small complaints, fatigue, headaches, things we both brushed off. By the time we took it seriously, it wasn't small anymore. Hospitals have a different kind of quiet, not like a home. It's heavier. You can feel it in the air. I sat beside her bed one evening, listening to machines I didn't understand, looking at her in a way I hadn't looked at her in years, really looking. And all I could think was how much I didn't know anymore, about her days, her thoughts, what she had felt all those years while I was away, even when I was in the same house. I tried to talk more then, tried to fill in the silence we had built over decades. But conversations don't come back just because you want them to. They need time, and I had already spent most of ours somewhere else. She didn't blame me. That's the part that stays with me. She was kind, even then. We talked about small things, old memories, our son. Not once did she say, "You should have been there more." She didn't need to. I already knew. She passed away on a quiet morning. No drama, no final speech, just gone. And the house I had worked so hard to build felt bigger than it ever had. Too big. That's when clarity came. Not like a sudden realization, more like something slowly settling into place, something that had been trying to reach me for years. All those later moments, they don't come back. They don't wait for you. I tried to reconnect with Arjun after that. We talked, occasionally. He has his own life now, his own family. He's polite, respectful,
But there's a distance there that I can't cross anymore. Not because he's cruel, but because I wasn't there when it mattered. You can't build that kind of closeness in old age. It has to grow when time is still moving slowly. I missed that window, and windows don't reopen. That's the part people don't like to hear. Some things, once gone, are gone in a way that doesn't leave room for repair. I sit here now in this quiet house, and I can point to every decision that made sense at the time. None of them felt wrong. That's what makes it difficult. I wasn't careless, I wasn't irresponsible. I was just absent in small ways over and over again. And small absences add up. They become something permanent. If you're listening to me, I'm not going to tell you what you should do.